I thank the chairman. And Chairman, one of the things that unite Republicans and Democrats in opposition to this amendment, that's why you've heard them take this floor, is that the Constitution of the United States mandates Congress to build strong navies. It doesn't mandate the Pentagon. It doesn't mandate the White House. It doesn't mandate anybody. It mandates us, and we will not walk away from that mandate. And if you look at every independent analysis, every QDR since 2001 says we need 11 carriers. If you really believe the Navy's going to come in here and say they don't need them, that's not the truth. What's going to happen is somebody's going to give them a budget figure and say the budget needs to drive the strategy, and that's why you need to cut it down, and we're not going to put them in that position. Three things. They talk about cost. The reality is it could cost more to have fewer carriers because they don't take into consideration the deployment times we're going to put on the backs of our sailors or the turnaround time we're going to have on the increased maintenance costs. The second thing they don't look at is the fact that in 2007 we were able to meet 90% of our combatant commanders' needs through the Navy. This year we'll only meet 51% because of cuts we've placed on their backs. But the final thing, Mr. Speaker, and this is the essence of all of it, they will come in here and the people who will advocate that will say this is acceptable risk. You know what acceptable risk means to them? It means how many ships we can lose, how many men and women we can lose, how much equipment we can lose in a conflict, and still have the potential of winning if every other assumption we've made holds true. Mr. Chairman, we're committed to changing the definition of acceptable risk and say this: when one of our men and women go into battle, we're going to make sure we've done everything we can reasonably do to make sure they have the highest probability possible of returning to the country they're fighting for and the families that they love, and you can't do it with fewer than 11 carriers. That's why we're standing with this, and that's why I hope we will reject soundly this amendment. And with that, I yield back the balance of my time.